What's going on, guys? It's me, Shukashu. We are back with another umamusume video, and we are back to the Design Your Island scenario to pretty much start our prep for the upcoming CM, which is a medium distance, I believe, 2,000 meters in Kyoto racetrack. Pretty much what I remembered. And as requested and promised, I will be doing a Summer Eishin Flash training for Nova. Don't know if he has her, and that's why he asked for me to train her, even though he should be fine because he's the one with the betweener cards, but it is what it is. It is what it is. Summer Eishin Flash, this is my first time training her. I literally just leveled her up prior to starting the video. As for the support cards, pretty much what I've been used to, what's been working well for me at the very least. 2-speed, Duramente, still in love. Instead of the Manhattan Cafe Wise card, because that was for long distance, swap back to Nemejo Ramino for the medium distance. And then Tamamo Cross Powers and Super Creek for stamina, and borrowing a Tucker Brine friend card. So with that being said, that is pretty much a setup. Let us get the run started. But before we do get started with the run and going over the comments, if you guys haven't joined a Discord server, link is down in the description down below. There's a channel called Circle Request for those who haven't joined a circle, or a circle to join. So y'all are free to join the circle that I'm in. It's called Shushu. Once you give that a search, hit request join. It'll let me know that you want to join the circle, and then after that, head over to the comment section or the Circle Request channel in the Discord server. Let me know that you sent the request along with your in-game name, just so I can make sure to add you into the circle and not somebody else. But with that being said, let me get the comments loaded. Get the run started as well. So I think it was what, last week or maybe two weeks ago when I said that I was I was thinking about, wasn't it fixing things around my room, moving things around. I can say that it'll happen this weekend. That'll pretty much be my weekend. Or mainly Saturday. I'm pretty sure it should only take me most or a good part of Saturday, so it should be just fine. Should be just fine. Just moving my desk on a different corner of the room, moving things I don't need to create more space, and then with that extra space I can turn into shelving for more things to put up. And yeah, should be fine. Should be all good, and gives me a chance to even do more cable management, better cable management than I did right now. Well, not right now, but for the current setup. So hopefully that doesn't take too long, but other than that, it's just basically giving me also an opportunity to clean up the room a little bit more thoroughly, because moving things around, so I get to reach spots that I wouldn't be able to normally reach because furniture and stuff is in the way. So yeah, it just gives me a chance to organize, fix things that have been fixed, maybe move things around and all that, which will most likely happen. So that's gonna be fun. Ooh, I mean, wouldn't they all just still get? Honestly, I feel like just miss. You know what? I've done it in off-camera runs. I'm just gonna say no to that and just take all this. It's whatever. But with that being said, I do have the comments loaded up. So starting with the comments, we'll be going over Nova's comments, and the first one says, the remnant of the Threnodian, and it doesn't help that the Fraxidus are trying to revive it everywhere they go. I still think what they did in Septimon is very, very bad, and it really was. Although there's still the current problem that's going on there, which is why we're back there, why now Augusta is involved, and so we'll see what that is all about. I think from the way it sounded, we're heading towards the end of the main story in these patches, 2.0 patches. So we'll see how that ends up, how long. Maybe they'll end in the next version, maybe next 2 versions, who knows. All I know is it probably just still has something to do with Cristoforo. Wouldn't be surprised, honestly. Because I mean, he was already causing chaos in Septimon, but also still wondering what Scar is doing there. He hasn't done a single thing except just be there. So we'll see how that goes. I'm like a scrub in Wua, can't dodge for crap. In Zenless, I can play better. I think for me, the dodging is not the problem. The problem is the amount of damage you get for missing a dodge. Could be mistimed, could be just hit you, but from those holograms, especially the higher difficulty ones, you get hit once, you see like most of your health disappear. A good half, a good chunk. I'm just like, well. But yeah. Although it's really more punishing in Wuwa if you do miss a dodge. I'm being honest. Way more punishing. I don't know what to pair with Augusta when she comes out. Yunlin. Should be Yunlin. I feel like her best partner is Yuno. The thing is, Yuno's just gonna be a support healer, so she might be best paired Augusta, but Yuno just gonna be able to be paired up with anyone because she's a healer support. At least from my understanding, she should be a healing support. So Yuno can go anywhere. Because if we pair with Yunlin, what are we missing? Support healer. Could be Shorekeeper, Yuno. Arena if you don't have any of the two. It only seems like Yuno because I guess because it's of how close they are, maybe stories wise and all that. But since she's gonna be a arrow, you could already assume that her best match would be with Cardatheo because of that. So that's what I assume. Next comment from Nova says, as long as I take a look here, that's fine. But I'll counter your point with this. I never got a 3-star Uma with a single free Uma pull. So yeah, no lucky mustard here. I do have 60 Uma tickets. Tanoki says, where'd to go? Tanoki says, did I skip a comment? I did skip a comment. Oh, well, I'll just go back to that one after. Should probably do one of these. Tanoki responded saying, but you've gotten 3-star or SSRs from the 2-star SR guaranteed tickets. Those are, besides the 2-star SR guaranteed, functionally a single pull, and the 3-star SSR rate is actually still only 3%. Then Nova says, I'm just gonna ignore this. I guess I have nothing to say since Tanoki basically countered what you said. I have nothing to say here now. Thank you, Tanoki. Thank you, Tanoki. Plus, on top of that, I mean, I don't think you've been under... It feels like you haven't been under 100k in a while. The fact that you still have a good chunk of tickets. The fact that you didn't even use tickets to get Vivlos just because you wanted to save it for the half annie, which means you're still pretty set up for a... Pretty much set up for the half annie regardless. Still, nothing can really top you going a whole year not reaching pity. Heck, I think most of this time's not even reaching half pity. So yeah. You may ignore what Tanoki said. I'm just... Thank you, Tanoki. Gonna go back a comment, because I did skip one from what it looks like. After I do... Okay, we could hold on to this ticket for now. Another collab that popped up in September is Girls Frontline 2 x NeuroCloud. This is a surprise, but I welcome it because NeuroCloud has been inactive for over 8 months now. I usually get the medal. I hope this will revive the traction. Now I'm thinking there will be NeuroCloud characters in GFL2 to pull, so that's great news. I don't think GFL2 characters in NeuroCloud makes any sense since we're going backwards in time. That makes sense because NeuroCloud was just a prequel, right? So yeah, it wouldn't make sense. It definitely wouldn't make any sense. So I guess expecting NeuroCloud collab in GFL2 next month is what you're saying? From what it sounds like. Am I missing any? You know what? I think I'll boost up Guts here because it's still around the 20s. Because it's the League of Heroes, let's say that I don't like Cheval and I decided to pull for her solely because she's good for this one League of Heroes. If I were to go through with that plan just to get ahead, then that would make me a tryhard. Technically, yes. Technically, yes. You're not wrong. I would be fooling myself for the sake of meta, and that wouldn't make me feel better in any way. Well, yeah, because then you decided to go the meta route. Obviously, it will seem that way. This is why we only use characters we want to use, whether they're meta or not. If they just somehow is part of the meta, then so be it. That's what I've been saying this whole time. That's what I've been saying this whole time. There's a new Prince of Tennis, but I guess the Prince of Tennis will end with the King of Tennis. If I'm not mistaken, yeah, there should have been a new Prince of Tennis, which is why I said it that way. Right? Yeah, because the OG one was literally just Prince of Tennis. And then around the early 2010s, like 2012, was when the new Prince of Tennis came out. I wasn't wrong about that. So yeah, there is a new one. New, but it's been out for a while. Unless this is a whole different one that's a recent one. So I don't know. I wouldn't know. That would be a question to answer, since I haven't kept up with the series at all, or since after the OG one. Never tell the turbo guy that he has enough turbos. He will never have enough turbos. I guess it's a prediction of mine for Turbo Christmas, if Turbo is the reindeer and Sound of Earth is Santa. If we're thinking about two Umas from Team Canopus being the Christmas banner, possibly. That would be the most cursed banner for me, but it will send Eugen to heaven. Rick says, I think Turbo costume will come, but don't know when. I think in less than a year we will get a Turbo costume. Well, if we're being honest, me and Eugen's prediction before was over a year ago. Pretty much last year. When the Ninja banner came out. And now it just pretty much been... we don't know when now. Nova responded back saying, maybe it's time for Turbo fans to rise up. Well, maybe? Eugen says, well, it's the reindeer Turbo that we predict and speculate because that's what closest suitable theme for Turbo. Maybe. Maybe. Maybe there's better. I believe that guy can get lucky for a year straight. I mean, if I could do it, anyone could do it. I haven't seen anyone do it so far. And you're still the one who's been going on strong with it. Still haven't heard you say going all the way to pity for a character, even before or even after you surpassing a year of. So I feel like you're still ongoing at the moment. So yeah, if he can, sure. But he still has a lot of he would still have Kazuki would still have a lot of catching up to how lucky you've been, if I'm being honest. Ooh, 3, but I'm gonna do the speed first. And then the last comment from Nova says, how can I win? In quotes. In quotes. 4, there we go. That's more worth it. And then the usual internet reply would be, just get good. I feel like a lot of people would just say that. Rick says, actual helpful response from Dark Souls, Elden Ring. Love those games. And then Nova says, couldn't beat the tutorial boss from Elden Ring, so I rage quit. So you just have Elden Ring sitting, or did you have time to return it to get your money back? Or is it just sitting there waiting for the day that you will actually give it a try again? The real question is, was Elden Ring your first Souls-like game? It's a real question. But other than that, that should be all the comments from Nova. So thank you, Nova, for all the comments. Rick, Eugen, Tanoki. I think that's it, who responded to the comments. So thank you. Thank you guys for the continuing support and the comments. Appreciate it as always. Next comment is gonna be from Rick. And it says, where is it? I just had it here. I guess Echizen really hasn't lost in tournament. It makes sense, I guess, to become the central pillar of Seigaku. It's harder when we know where Tezuka got it from. Tezuka, captain of Seigaku, is a beast. His talent, determination, and technique is off the charts. Sadly, he has gotten 2 injuries. I can't go with sports without getting a few injuries here and there. It's just the name of the game. And then Nova says, you know that feeling when you have no idea what an anime comment is about, but you still want to relate to it somehow? Yes, that is that feeling. Or this is that feeling. I should probably get some energy back. Rick says, oh, if I can go back to it. because there it is. I swear they said, "Do you like tennis?" to the protagonist one time, and I was like, "Okay, whatever." I think that's to the spoiler of the. I think thanks to the spoiler of the full opening one that I saw, they will say that line again and will hit way harder after everything the protag has achieved to that point. It also has a lot of content, and I haven't been enjoying it so far, so I have a lot of content to enjoy still. I barely watched the first 75 episodes. You know what? I can possibly start watching Prince of Tennis again. I wouldn't mind rewatching the first Prince of Tennis, going into the new Prince of Tennis and whatever the recent ones are. Haven't really seen a new sports anime or season in a while besides me rewatching Kuroko no Basuke. What, like a month or two ago? So besides of that, I mean, I wouldn't mind. I wouldn't mind. It would be basically like watching the whole thing again, the whole first one again. And then everything else would be, I mean, it'll still be pretty much new to me because do I remember? Debatable. Debatable. It was too long ago. It was too long ago. Plus, I only seen it like once, so I definitely don't have any recollection of it. Now, do I want to take my chances to get a 3 or 4? Or do I just accept the 2? I think I'm gonna just accept the 2. Many times have I skipped out on 2 and it would be either 1 or none. So I'm gonna just take it and then just rest the next turn. Nova responded back saying, I need an anime recap channel by AI bots narrators to fill me in. I'm pretty sure a lot of different channels, though, do some kind of anime recap summary filler, I think. I don't really look for those because I'd rather just watch the whole thing. I did say I was gonna rest, but you do get some energy back here, so that's what I'm banking on. Are there any more comments from Rick? Nope, that is the only comment from Rick, so thank you, Rick, for the comment, and Nova for replying. Appreciate it as always. Appreciate it. Next two comments are gonna be from Rashawn. Give some love to God, as always. Surely you get to plat 4, I believe. Well, or not if it ends tonight. Good attempt, though. Yeah, it did end last night, so didn't make it. Did not make it. All good, though. All good, though. It did look like a good run, but there were a good amount of races where I got many 4th, 3rd places and all that, so it was kind of bad. Definitely could have done better, but the matchups just didn't work out in my favor for those races. Last comment by Rashawn says, got another question. Which Uma or horse has your favorite nickname, like Golden Tyrant or for? Well, that's if I knew most of their nicknames. That's if I knew most of their nicknames. So that's going to be a hard one. For me, it's probably Tachyon with Phantom Triple Crown or Superliminal Princess in game. And Special Week with General of Japan. I've never heard of Special Weeks being the General of Japan. But Nova did say probably Donna for me, the one Uma Goldship refused to mate with, and the Uma that overshadows Rixina, which in turn makes Rixina kind of seem obsessed with Donna, huh? I don't even know what Gentle Donna's nickname was. I'm kind of just here like, yes. Favorite nickname? I don't remember nicknames, I'm gonna be honest. The only nickname I could, like the first nickname that pops up from the top of my head is literally Bronze Collector, Nice Nature. Because it's it's just getting third place all the time, you know? He's just getting third place all the time, so uh shoot. I can't answer because I don't remember any. I don't remember any unless let's see. Unless what would it have here? Would they have it here? No, doesn't look like it. It don't look like it. Yeah, I'm sorry, Rashawn. I don't think I'll be able to answer that question. Maybe I'll look into the nicknames. Maybe I'll look into the nicknames before tomorrow's video. If I don't, then hopefully I remember over the weekend. If not, I apologize. But I don't remember. For a stand-in answer, we're just gonna put Bronze Collector. That's my proxy answer for now. But thank you, Rashawn, for all the comments. And Nova for replying. Appreciate it as always. Next comments are going to be from Kazuki. Holy crap, I got another one again today on my main account. I got Kopano Ricky OG with daily free pull. Side games, you better not take away, huh? You should be better to not take away on whatever's happening to me right now on the day of the half annie itself. They kind of is messing with your rates right now. So I don't know. You don't know. Maybe they're scheming something. Continuation to the comment. I don't know what's happening anymore. Neither do I. I can't explain it. Neither do I. Don't know how it's happening. Oh, but it's just happening. Nova says, if you aren't a lucky mustard, then I'm not sure what. How about this? Both y'all are lucky mustards, but Nova, you're still the king of lucky mustards. That's what I'll say. That's what I'll say. And then Kazuki's there, being lucky with these single pulls. But here's the real question: will it last? Will it last? As in, will this carry over in the half annie where he won't have an issue pulling for what we assume is still in love? Or I can hold on to this ticket for a bit longer, so just do that. Or yeah, how long will this luck last? Because like I said, you Nova, for what I remember at least, you haven't really gone all the way to 200 for an Uma at all. I don't even know if you've been over 100 also. Then so I can't remember it then. It's like your sweet number is around 40. So like halfway to half pity. Rick says it might be luckier than you, Nova. Even if Nova stopped being lucky, you will still have your credit card. That's true, but he would have to go through all his free currency, and that will, if he does, then that's when he can actually use his paid currency. So he would have to go through all 100k plus. Was it like 130k plus? And his tickets, unless he gets her off a paid banner. Pretty sure they have paid version banners of the Uma, I think. If not, then oh well. Nova says, like I said, I will guarantee that I win no matter what, be it with luck or without. Well, with the amount of carrot jewels you have, it's going to take a while before you even get to swiping or using your paid currency for banners like this. Next comment from Kazuki says, so close to Plat 4, but still congrats on getting at the point with being full free to play. Also, meanwhile, me, I'm only at Plat 2. Hey, Plat 2's still good. Plat 2's still good. The UA Uma's obliterating me left and right. Noah says, according to one turbo lover, it's not about the rank, it's about the amount of skills you have. More skills, more fun, apparently. And then Kazuki responds saying, yeah, but I don't have a lot of good cards, so I'm having a hard time competing and getting good skills for that specific distance, and I only have Almond Eye and Air Shakur. There's still 2 good cards to have, regardless. Still 2 good cards to have, regardless. Is there a race I can do here? Because I guess. Luckily, Air Shakur is flexible, can be used in both long and medium distance, and Almond Eye for medium mild distance, leader shred, and has crack passive, so yeah. Rick says, congrats, hopefully you get better cards and get better. I also need better cards. I think we all can get better cards. Well, besides Nova, since he has like many cards. Many cards. But other than that, thank you, Kazuki, for the comments, and Nova Rick responding to Kazuki's comments. Appreciate it as always. Next comment is gonna be from Eugen. Shushu and Zenless is like easy peasy for Shield defense and those boss monsters, and still not enough difficulty. If it becomes harder, RIP me. Well, I'm just being honest. Shield defense is even Nova. Almost think I missed the V and said Noah. Even Nova says so. Shield defense is just there. Free currency every 2 weeks from Shield defense. So yeah, Deadly Assault, a little tougher depending on the boss, I guess. It took me some getting used to the newer bosses that they released because of the new bosses that came out in the story, but regardless, it became easier still once I got used to the, I guess, the boss rotations and moves. So as long as you can, like I said, as long as you can react, because they literally show when the red or yellow flashes. Just gotta pay attention to those, and it should be good. It should be good. If you're not paying attention, then that's not my fault. But wait, is there an order in Panda? Yes. Yes, there is. You just have to have Yi Xuan in front of him. Pretty much. So basically, you would want, well, since you have Jifufu, right? You would want Yi Xuan, Panda, then Jifufu would be the rotation. The order, I guess. Because for me, it's literally Yi Xuan, Panda, and whoever I decide to add as a 3rd spot. All I know is first slot is support. No, it doesn't have to be the support. That's just how I do it for other teams, because it feels more efficient for me. Because you don't want Yuzuha to be in the first slot. Or if you have Yuzuha, you would want her more in the middle slot. At least that's what I think, because you want her to come in after a parry, or like basically not a normal switch in where it's literally for nothing. And then you do her skill, then you swap, then you just quick swap out to whoever your next character is. That's at least how I play it. But Panda, I did not know the order. All I know is Dead Brain swap if it's show swap. Yeah. Doesn't matter if Nova Swiper goes pity on support card. Lucky Mustard Nova still not get pity on Uma pulls, and don't either bother on double Uma banner because scaredy cat. So Eugen does remember that he hasn't reached pity also in a long time, so I'm not the only one. So I'm not the only one who remembers that. Day 6 and final day of League of Heroes results. Same lineup and finished Plat 4 with 32,220 points. It's funny. Wait, you just missed the first day, so you didn't exactly miss tickets. That makes sense. Nuts did better than me, but I'm more concerned getting turbo title 10-star. Right? You did it, so that's all that matters. Shouldn't it be long story short, not short story short? That is because you're, yeah, you know. Long story short, my twin turbo did a good job with 36 wins with 175 races, so her performance 92.5%. Nova says, let's see. Nova says, nah fam, I'm not scared. I did get Christmas measurables by going to Pity, but that was like the only time, and then your year started. And then you getting that lucky mustard title started. It was literally when Christmas measurables started, then a year passed, and then it's still ongoing. Don't think I didn't remember that. Don't think I did not remember that. Literally after those Christmas measurables, that was it. That's the only reason why you did pull for the Christmas measurables, because you wanted the measurables. But if it's like 2 character banners or 1 character you want to pull and the other character you don't, you normally don't pull. So kind of makes sense why Eugen says that. Kind of makes sense. To your point, you might be scared for not pulling for Swimsuit Cheval. Also, Zenless is easy peasy for anyone if they take the time to invest. I was behind on Zenless for 4 chapters, and then I caught up to Shushu around within 1 to 2 months. Yes. I didn't even know you were... Story-wise, you were behind for 4 chapters? I guess in the beginning, yeah. In the beginning is what I'm assuming you're talking about. Because I don't think you were that far behind after that. It's true. It just takes time investment to... If we're just talking account-wise. Just gotta work on your characters, which I've pretty much been saying for the last half years, or maybe more. And Eugen's pretty much close to a year of playing Zenless, so surprisingly he's... Or not, I don't know. I feel like he's still behind. So, I don't know. We'll just see, I guess. We'll just see. But yeah, you definitely didn't get... Christmas measurables was the last time you got Pity. But after that, you never got Pity, which was way too long. Way too long already. If I have to, I will look at the character releases. Wait, this is just that. Let's do release date. Where's Metro Brights are there? Yeah, Christmas Metros 2023. Looking at all the characters after that, yeah. Been a long time. It's been a long time since you've gotten Pity, huh? This doesn't help your case, because literally you're just reminding us of the last time you got Pity. All you did was remind us that the last time you got Pity, which was November 30th of 2023. So so yeah, about that. About that. Sorry, Nova. I don't remember you going to pity any after that, which is why I said I'd been a while. Other than that, thank you, Eugen, for the comment and Nova for replying. Last comment, I believe, is from Tanoki. Nice and simple. Pretty comfy 32k for League of Heroes this time, but it is pretty tough to dwell on this League of Heroes when Half Annie is coming up so quickly. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. In a few days, matter of fact. Few days, couple days. I think on Sunday, maybe Saturday. Whenever it is, whenever the banner comes out, I'm pretty much making a video for that. If it's on Sunday, I could probably push it to Monday. Or Sunday night, I can push it to Monday. If it's Saturday night, then I'll push it to Sunday morning. Either way, I might make a weekend video for it, depending on when. I don't like where this is going. So we're doing the Faltano show? Yeah, Faltano show, and then the Arima, right? Yeah, then the Arima. So we do have space between them. Okay. I'll just do this. Yeah, I don't know if they said anything in the news about the Half Annie, but the Paka Live should be, I'm assuming, Friday. I don't know when the Paka Live is, but I'm assuming it's on Friday. That's just an assumption. I'm not sure. I think I will do this just to take it. Let's see. Yeah, it is on Friday. And that's going to give us our info on the 4th anniversary, or 4.5 anniversary. That's pretty much it. If it comes out Friday, I just know it's somewhere in the 20s. So if it's Friday tomorrow night, because from what it seems like, whenever they release or whenever they do the Pocket Live, the banner, at least for normal banners, usually the banner comes out at nighttime from the morning live stream. Well, morning for us, for me at least, and then nighttime release. Unless it's the next day, which they have done before. But most of the time, it's usually, here's the info of the next banner. It's going to come out later tonight. Usually that's how it was. We have 3 days. 2. Can I get better than 2? Other than that, thank you, Tanoki, Nova, Eugen, Kazuki, and Rick for the comments. Appreciate it as always. Now let's yep, we got 3 here. Now let's finish the training. Not bad training. Speed can be a little bit higher. Guts is kind of lingering behind, but granted, I am not using a Guts card. That's pretty much how I've done things. Just relied on random Guts training and hopefully stamina to give me that Guts. But speed is a little bit lower. But it's okay. It is my first training with her, so it is what it. I was like, why is it just level 4? But then realizing she's only a 3-star, not a 4-star. Makes sense. Makes sense. We can possibly still at least reach 1800 speed. But I don't know if we'll be able to get at least 1200. See, I wouldn't mind doing one of each for the support cards, but Speed just always seems way lower, even with speed inheritance. So I don't know. We'll just see how it goes. I don't even know if I did get the gold skill from Still in Love card. Doesn't feel like it. We're gonna need more than 30. We're gonna need more than 30 to catch up on guts. Only reason also I went with 2 speed for this Eishin Flash specifically is because she has no growth rate on speed, so I wanted to cover that. At the same time, since it's 2,000 meters, I feel like we don't need an overshot of stamina. Probably at least 1,500 is what I'm thinking. We'll just try to get speed as high as possible. At least that's what I think. So maybe I'll try in future runs to ditch the stamina card, but then I won't have a stamina or a gold skill for stamina recovery if I don't have Super Creek, unless they have one built in or in their kit, I guess. I don't know. I think stamina speed can still make it at 1,800. But this is pretty much as far as I feel like we'll get with the other stats. I think with the Tamamo power card, I could possibly reach 14 to 1,500 when it comes to stamina, but for the first run with Summer Eishin Flash, I'd say it was pretty good, minus the guts not making it to 1,200 at least. I wouldn't mind trying to get guts higher than that. I have tried runs without the stamina card and put in a guts card instead. But even then, I still haven't gotten guts higher than, what, 14, I think? Not too sure. And then stamina would take a kind of big hit because of that. But I don't know. Maybe I'll mess around with that. But other than that, it is what it is. But let's just pick out the skills. Oh, we did get the still on level 1. I guess I just didn't remember that. Wait, not that one. Although I don't think I'll bring this Eishin Flash regardless, because, well, it may have been a pretty good first run. I'm just not getting the, well, I'm just not getting the full benefit of using her. Pretty much. That maybe we'll go here and grab these. And plus I didn't make her skills cheaper, so I can get more skill points. So the reason why I did that is because I knew for a fact I wasn't going to use her for this CM. If I was, then sure, but we're not in the right racetrack for that, so it is what it is. But for our first run, UB1, pretty good, pretty good. Long distance. Nope, I just want to see. Earth. Oh. Yeah, we'll just go with that last one. But we ended off with 1817 speed, 1691 stamina, 1650 power, 1119 guts. We weren't that far off, and max out wise with 1302 with an S aptitude on medium distance. So Yep, that should be the only run, because I literally just leveled her up right before the video, so not surprised. And even if it was a bad run, she still would have gotten first place for that. But with that being said, guys, that's going to be it for this video. If you guys didn't make it this far, I do want to say thank you. If you guys can, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, leave a comment down below. Let me know if you guys didn't, how far you got into the League of Heroes, because it ended last night. For myself last night, I don't know what time it ended for you guys, unless you're in America, I guess. And if there's anything else you guys do want to talk about or ask me, or also let me know who you guys are planning to bring to the CM. I already know Nova is probably going to bring Vivlos, Donna, and Orferv. That's at least my prediction. Well, Donna and Vivlos for sure, because that summer Vivlos for sure seemed like she was built for the upcoming CM. And Eugen, I could always predict. You're for sure Turbo should just be there. I can't imagine Eugen not using Turbo. For myself, well, you're the usual suspects for medium distance that I've always brought back. But we'll see how that goes. We'll see how that goes, because I should have parents for chasers, because I did train Orferv and Duramente in the last medium distance. I should have runners. I think I should have runners because I was training New Year's Kita. So leaders is kind of iffy. I think I should still have. Oh no, I do have leaders. I should still have my Gentle Donna and my Chronogenesis. So we'll see how it is. We'll see how it is. If there's anything else you guys want to ask me or comment about, as long as appropriate, I'll go over. Just put it down in the comment section down below. And if you guys haven't joined the Discord server, link is in the description. And if you guys haven't joined the Discord server, there's a channel called Circle Quest for those who haven't joined a circle or looking for a circle to join. Y'all are free to join the circle that I'm in. It is called Shushu. Once you give that a search, hit request to join. It'll let me know that you want to join a circle, and then after that, head over to the comment section or Circle Quest channel in the Discord server. Let me know that you sent the request along with your in-game name, just so I can make sure to add you into the circle and not somebody else. But with that being said, guys, I gotta head over to Global, record my should be Suzuka run for today, and then most likely tomorrow we'll be recording another Global video because CM starts today, but I'm not gonna wait until I think like 3 p.m. for me to do that. So I'll just record that tomorrow after the JP video, tomorrow's JP video. Who am I gonna train tomorrow? I don't know, but we'll see what happens. So with that being said, guys, thank you once again, and as always, I'll see you on the next one. Peace.